Have you ever wondered how and why almost all the UI UX design bootcamps have job guarantees? Well, except for us, and we will explain why very soon. Universities never promise you a job after graduation, but somehow the for-profit bootcamps do. It just sounds too good to be true. Well, you're not wrong. It is indeed too good to be true. My name is Stella Guan. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Path and Bound, a UI UX design school with comprehensive foundation-focused curriculum and hands-on one-on-one instructions. Today, let's break down why UI UX design job guarantees are a scam. But more importantly, how you can actually get design jobs after your bootcamp. First of all, what is a job guarantee? Well, typically, a career training school, also known as bootcamps in the UI UX design or coding industry, offers a partial or full refund to graduates who cannot secure employment several months after graduation, with 6 months being a popular deadline. Now, this is a form of incentivizing financial agreement to legitimize the career outcomes of a school, with the goal to attract more students. The terms usually include something like this. You have to attend regular sessions with career services. You have to apply for a minimum amount of jobs every week. You also have to live close to a major metropolitan area, and you're obligated to accept the first job offer that comes to you whether you like it or not. So if graduates meet all of the basic requirements and still fail to secure a job within a certain amount of time after graduation, they may be entitled to a full or partial refund of their tuition money. It all sounds great, right? If you're not slacking off during the job search process, it sounds like an ideal way to get your money back if things go south. It's very much like the free return within 14 days for any reason policy that most retailers offer. While retailers can resell return merchandise, education institutions surely can't resell instructional hours that have already been spent. So how is this even possible for the bootcamps? Won't they lose money if they keep doing it this way? Here's what's really happening. First of all, bootcamps often hire lawyers to write job guarantee contracts with language that allows for loopholes to contest at a later stage if and when graduates demand a refund due to not being able to secure a job. So unless the graduate is a very savvy lawyer themselves, it would be very difficult to make a case. Now, let's say the graduate meets all the requirements but still failed to secure a job, and somehow the bootcamp can't find any loopholes. The graduate technically still lost because months of time has been spent in the program and no outcome was generated. So with the money back, the graduate still doesn't have a job and basically went back to square one. Another thing is big bootcamps have enough financial cushion to handle a few refunds for every cohort while they keep using the same job guarantee to attract more and more students. So it's always a win-win for them, but a lose-lose for students. Now that we understand how job guarantees actually work, it makes more sense to think about how to actually get UI UX design jobs ourselves, rather than obsessing over if we'll get our money back or not. The first thing you can do is to make sure your work is not only good, but great. The design industry hires by talent, not by certification. So your graduation certificate basically means nothing unless you can show that you produce excellent work. Enroll in a school that actually specializes in portfolio coaching rather than going blindly with a big name school that may or may not emphasize portfolio. With your excellent work, you also need to learn how to position yourself in the market. Nowadays, every position receives hundreds, if not thousands of applications. Most of these applications never see the light of day. To avoid such wasted time and effort, targeted outreach to companies that actually want the type of candidate like yourself is way more effective. Now, everyone has different strengths, and you could become an asset in different environments. Receiving the right type of guidance in this department could make or break your job search. The right strategies will certainly help you get closer to your UI UX design career goals, but there is one thing that a lot of candidates find extremely discouraging. That is almost every position requires 3 to 5 years of experience, even junior ones. If nobody wants to give opportunities, how can we build those required experiences? Now, we strongly believe that every company needs to start removing these ridiculous requirements for entry-level candidates. While we wait for them to catch up with the times, is there anything else we can do to increase our chances? Believe it or not, there are still plenty of open-minded companies that will give early career talents a chance. Most of them are funded startups with a founding team that believes in highly motivated junior talents. So look for job postings without those ridiculous requirements and proactively reach out to them with a personalized introduction. You can even take it a step further and reach out to junior employees at some of those companies that you're interested in and personally ask them how they got the job. Attend events and network online by commenting on posts, maybe even produce content yourself. There's so many ways nowadays to build authentic industry connections if you really put in the effort. Another tip that might not be obvious to a lot of people is apply anyway. Even if you see this experience requirement that you don't technically qualify for, still reach out and present your work. Some companies are actually more flexible with years of experience when they see great work, but they throw in the requirement without too much thinking. Sucks, we know. Another common concern from bootcamp students is, will they be taken seriously by hiring managers? There is a lot of stigma around bootcamps for good reasons. The most important reason is a lot of bootcamps rush students out of the door too fast without teaching them enough foundation, which inevitably results in subpar quality of work. So if you're not one of those students who show gaps of knowledge and significant flaws in your design foundation, and you also take extra initiatives in outreach and produce an excellent body of work, you will still get the right amount of attention from hiring managers because, believe it or not, even though the market is saturated, it's saturated with mediocre candidates, not excellent ones. Before we wrap up today, we want to mention why we don't have a job guarantee like every other school does. The reason is actually very simple. We don't believe in misleading advertising. The truth is, there is never any guarantee in life. Why would there be a job guarantee? Companies are never going to hire blindly anyone who graduates from a school just because they have obtained a piece of paper. And we run our school on a foundation of absolute honesty. And the potentially deceptive nature of job guarantees just doesn't sit well with us. Another truth is we're not a big bootcamp. We are a designer-founded boutique school. Instead of hiring lawyers to write loophole-laden job guarantee contracts, we would rather focus our energy on delivering personalized, high-quality design education. As a result, we cannot afford to run our school if we provide such contracts. We hope we did our small part today to help clear the mystery around job guarantees that so many bootcamps tout, but are rarely something that actually helps students land jobs. Have you ever wondered about job guarantees yourself? What are your thoughts about this topic? Tell us in the comments and subscribe and like this video if you think it's helpful. And we'll see you next time.